Was that the wind?
Show yourself.
Have you heard? The White Council has taken the fight to the Necromancer.
That vile sorcerer has plagued this land long enough.
Is someone there?
Show yourself! I think I heard footsteps.
It seems safe now. Perhaps it was nothing. It seems safe now.
Where is it? There's something out there.
Is someone there? Perhaps it was nothing.
Bilbo, I thought I'd never see you again.
Is everyone all right?
You must find a way to escape, Bilbo. My ears may be old, but I swear I hear rushing water beyond that hallway. Explore that hole and see if you can find an escape route. You must find a way out of here, Bilbo. Go, explore that hall and see what you can find.
Was that the wind? Must be nothing.
Leona seems distant lately.
She had a difficult fight in the Lone Lands. Trolls.
Trolls?
3.
And she still lives? How did she best them?
She did not best them. She merely survived them.
Show yourself!
It's time to get these barrels packed up and sent to Lake Town.
This looks promising. If I can free the dwarves, I'll pack them into barrels and send them down the river to Lake Town. This will open the gate and send the barrels into the water. I'd best not touch it until the dwarves are packed in barrels and ready to go.
What was that?
It seems safe now. Seems safe now. Is someone there?
I found a way out. The elves send barrels down the river to Lake Town. If we pack ourselves into barrels, the elves will make our escape for us.
We shall be bruised and battered to pieces and drowned too. But I suppose we have no choice.
You'll need to put Gallion the butler to sleep before you get into the barrels.
An elf!
It's all right. She's a friend.
You must make Gallion drowsy by putting 3 kinds of herbs in his drink. One herb is in the lake behind the throne room. Another is in a small clearing in the courtyard. The third is in an old cave in the courtyard. Beware. The caves were once home to spiders. This potion will melt away the thickest webs. Find those herbs, Bilbo. And don't worry about Galleon. The herbs won't harm him. Find the 3 herbs. They're in the lake behind the throne room, in a small clearing in the courtyard, and in an old cave in the courtyard. Place the herbs in Galleon's mug. When Galleon is asleep, go back for your friends.
So, the Great Gate is not the only entrance to these caves. The spider web must be in there. I do hope no one's home. After I put these in Galleon's mouth, I can free the dwarves.
Place the herbs in Galleon's mug. When Galleon is asleep, go back for your friends.
galleon's cup. I'd better be quick about this. When the herbs take effect, this room will be wide open. Oh my, that was quick.
Show yourself!
Seems safe now. Is someone there?
The Lord of the Eagles?
Flew right down into the trees. You should have seen Gandalf's face. Mr. Baggins, you will never cease to amaze. Now you must find Thorin. They won't tell us where he is.
He is in the deep cellar. There is only one way into the deep cellars. Through the dark water caverns. It's dangerous, but it's the only way. I don't like sending you down there.
I must rescue Thorin, and this is the only way in. Don't worry. It shouldn't take too long. That was most uncomfortable.
Upon my word. Gandalf spoke true, as usual. A fine burglar you are. I am at your service.
Now to open this cell. The rest of the dwarves are waiting above. After you, King Thorin Oakenshield.
Good work, Mr. Baggins. I suspect I'll be bruised and battered to pieces. Get moving, burglar! We continue to Lake Town!
The dwarves are all packed and ready to go. Now, open the gate and escape.
Well, well, well. The barrel is quite comfortable after all. Too much dwarf and not enough barrel. Dwarves in barrels. Ridiculous.
Hey, Bilbo! Any snacks for our long voyage, eh?
Keep up the good work.
The smell is starting to get to me.
Oh, I feel like a pickled fish.
This is no fun, Baggins.
A king in a barrel?
I do hope I put the lids on tight.
Oh!
Off we go!
Dwarves were not meant for this sort of travel. Oh! I can hardly breathe in here.
Wait for me!
Hey, what's it? Baggins!
The barrels floated down Long Lake and carried Bilbo and the dwarves to the safety of Lake Town. In the shadow of the dragon's lair, Thorin declared himself king under the mountain. The people of Lake Town held a great feast for the dwarves. Their old prophecies said gold would flow from Lonely Mountain when the king returned. And while the dwarves feasted, Bilbo had the run of the town.
Welcome to Lake Town. After a few days' rest, we'll be ready to head up to the Lonely Mountain. Go find the master of Lake Town and send him thanks for his hospitality. He'll be by the Great Hall.
You should speak with the master of Lake Town. His hospitality is exceptional.
These people treat us like kings. It feels good to be a legend.
You must be the expert treasure hunter who travels with the dwarves. You certainly are a curious-looking creature.
Well, I could say the same of you. Pleased to meet you.
The rivers will run gold, they say. Gold! And all because of us!
Welcome to Lake Town, Bilbo. It's good to be back after so long. Ah! I used to play right here when I was a little dwarf.
Welcome to my cider house. Best cider in town, or so I say anyway.
I won't let the children out past nightfall. Strange things prowl the streets at night.
Good evening.
And to you. You're a lovely vision this night.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
Have you tried Vaden's new cider?
Oh, no. Can't stomach the stuff too sweet for my tastes.
Balin and Thorin are the only ones who have ever been inside Lonely Mountain. I'm very eager to see our new home.
Sure is nice of the Master to take such good care of us. You should thank him if you get the chance.
I've wanted to visit the Lonely Mountain all my life. I can't believe I'm finally about to see it.
The elves of Mirkwood distrust strangers, though they've traded with the men of Long Lake for as long as anyone here can remember.
Mirkwood was once beautiful. They called it Greenwood the Great. But wholesome creatures have fled its ruin, all except the wood elves.
Good evening.
The king under the mountain has returned. The mountain will run rivers of gold.
That's what the old songs say. I'll believe the prophecies when I see the wealth with my own eyes. He wants to be an adventurer now. He says the dwarves have a child in their company who carries a blade.
The dwarves call him a hobbit. That's no child.
Try telling that to a young boy raised on tales of adventure. Only tragedy will come to those who wake the dragon. Bard is of the line of Girion. His fathers were kings of Dale until the town was destroyed by the dragon Smaug.
I don't think I've ever seen a creature quite like you. What exactly are you? You're not a dwarf.
I'm a hobbit.
A hobbit, eh? Well, now I've seen everything.
We spend our nights guarding this town from goblins, while the criminals are allowed to run free. Move along, citizen. If it were up to Bard, we'd have removed the thieves from Lake Town long ago. But as long as Calamar is master, bah!
Keep going, sir.
This is Bard, the captain of the town guard. We've heard of your many talents. We have a task for you.
I hear they call you an expert treasure hunter. We need someone who can move unseen. The local wine merchants are in an uproar. Their wine barrels are being stolen at night. We want you to watch the wine stores. If you see anyone suspicious, follow him. But don't let him see you. If you learn anything, come to me.
This is very important, Mr. Baggins. Your assistance in this matter is vital.
Will you help?
I am grateful for the hospitality you showed us after such an uncomfortable barrel ride. I would be glad to help.
Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. Watch the wine stores. If you see anyone suspicious, follow him. But don't let him see you. Come to me if you learn anything.
Perfect place to hide. That must be the thief. If I don't keep quiet, he'll see me. Faster, Bilbo! Don't lose him!
What is that? Something there. What is that?
I'd better tell Bard.
From your description, that sounds like Bortan. I'll have to talk with him about these missing wine barrels. Mr. Baggins, you've done Lake Town a great service. In appreciation, I'm making you an honorary member of the Town Guard.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
A shipment of crates has just arrived. The Master believes they contain something the thieves desire. See what's inside them. Please, accept this. Lake Town is grateful for your service. See what's inside the new crates in the warehouse. I will meet you later.
This is the warehouse. Time to see what's inside.
Kill the runt!
An ambush! What are goblins doing in Lake Town?
Bilbo! I'm sorry. The warehouse was more dangerous than I thought. Meet me at the cider house, Bilbo. I may have something else for you to do. Thieves broke into the armory. They stole many weapons, including my black arrow. The black arrow is of dwarf make. It has been in my family for generations. Some say there's an enchantment on it. I would not have this filth lay claim to it. Bilbo, this cider house is full of useful information. but its patrons know better than to talk to me. Go inside and see what you can learn from them. Go inside the cider house and see what you can learn, Bilbo.
I hear the stolen weapons are being kept in a warehouse.
Von stole those weapons. In league with goblins, he is. Whatever they're planning, it must be stopped.
Did you hear? Thieves took all the weapons in town, keeping them at some warehouse. I bet one of these nasty lot knows where. Vaughn and the goblins stole all those weapons. Do you know anything about it?
Goblins? Then I'm through. No self-respecting thief arms goblins against his own. The weapons are in Renard's warehouse. Now leave me be.
Find those weapons, Bilbo. If you learn anything, report to me.
Are you Renard? I hear the stolen weapons are being kept in a warehouse.
The weapons are being held in my warehouse, aren't they? I suspected as much. Here's the key. Clean the place out, sir, for the good of Lake Town.
You have the Black Arrow.
Yes, and if you don't scuttle your way out of here, I'll run you through with it. Keep away from me, Toad.
What do they have planned? There is an old thief named Malak who spends time in the cider house. He's been reformed for years, but he still knows many thieves. He may know the location of the thieves' hideout. Perhaps he will tell a fellow burglar.
Our citizens are well behaved, but being this close to Mirkwood, we should never lower our guard. People talk, you know. How long does the Master think he can keep it quiet? Have you heard the rumours? Goblins have been seen in Lake Town.
I once saw Bard shoot a goblin in the eye from 1,000 pieces. There's no better archer alive than Bard the Bowman.
Good evening.
The elves are the most elegant creatures I've ever seen. The whole town brightens when they visit. Bard may always be forecasting doom, but Lake Town has never had a finer captain of the guard.
There's been an unfriendly mood in Lake Town of late. I don't like it.
Bard has royal blood in his veins. If you ask me, we'd be better off with him as our leader, instead of that thief Calamar.
Vaughn is just a puppet. He takes his orders, as do all the thieves from Master Calamar. Master Calamar never seemed trustworthy to me. I believe the rumors. He's the real king of thieves. I don't know about dragons, but I do believe in the king under the mountain. Thorin's return brings a new age of prosperity.
Are you Malak?
Why do you disturb me, little one?
Lake Town is in grave danger. Some of the thieves are in league with goblins. I must find their lair.
That's a tall tale for one so small, but it has the ring of truth. I'll help you if you do me a favor in return. There's an heirloom that's been in me family for years. The golden dagger. It was stolen years ago by Vaughn and his thieves. It's in me old house, which is now full of the thieving vermin. Use this key to get in and bring back my dagger. Find your way into me old home and bring back me dagger.
They say that the rivers will run gold when the king under the mountain returns.
At last, me birthright is returned to me. Thank you, Bilbo Baggins. The door to the thieves' lair is sealed by a strange lock. You will need 5 bottles to open it. 2 of them are in the cider house. The other 3 bottles can be found in houses marked by the sign of the serpent. The thieves who owned those houses stole the bottles from the cider house basement. When you find the bottles, return here. I will try to remember the combination of the lock.
Did you know that there is a secret entrance to the thieves' hideout in your cellar?
There is. Oh my. Oh my. Here, take this. Get them out of here.
The combination escapes me in memory, but I do remember this. Yeller is to the left of red and blue, which is not next to black. Purple can only lie beside black, and none else. Black is to the right of yeller. I regret I can't remember more.
I don't much like these goblins, but if they can help us, I suppose this is all worth it.
I just hope what we've given them is enough to keep them from tossing us all in the pots.
Of course it is. We made a deal with them, didn't we?
You can't trust a goblin. You know this as well as I do.
Your master says you have what we need. Did he do his part?
Yes, he has. And I see you have done yours. Together, we will rule this town.
Just so we get the bearded ones. You have the map?
Indeed.
Let me see.
The Black Arrow! If I can sneak past all these goblins and thieves, I can retrieve the arrow for Bard. Here we go.
The dwarves will try to slay the dragon. If they do, then the gold is ours.
The Black Arrow. You stole the Black Arrow. It was there. Betrayal. Men, slay the goblin thieves.
Fight, goblins! Fight!
I have them right where we want them. Now, if I can just get out and get to Bard, he can round them up. The thieves and goblins are all trapped inside.
Get into that warehouse, men! You wait here, Bilbo. The town guard will finish this. Who would have ever thought someone so small could be so useful? Good work, Baggins.
I found the Black Arrow.
The line of Gideon has passed this arrow from father to son since it was forged in the Lonely Mountain. I am in your debt. Come visit me outside the Great Hall when you're ready to leave this place. Thank you again, Bilbo Baggins. This town is in your debt. Good luck on the mountain, and perhaps one day we'll meet again.
The people of Lake Town said farewell as the dwarves set out for the Lonely Mountain. They passed through the lands destroyed by the dragon, the desolation of Smaug. High in the mountain, Bilbo saw a thrush cracking snails. Then, as the sun set on the last night of Durin's day, Bilbo saw a keyhole appear in the side of the mountain and called for the dwarves. They opened the secret passage into Smaug's lair.
Now is the time for our esteemed Mr. Baggins to earn his reward. You must enter the dragon's lair. Bring me the golden cup of Thor. Be careful not to wake the dragon. I suspect he will not be pleased to meet you.
Just thinking of that dragon makes me lose my appetite.
It's time for serious work. Good luck to you.
Be careful, Bilbo. Dragons are not to be underestimated. Whatever you do, don't look him in the eyes. You could fall under his dragon spell.
Use that ring of yours, Baggins. You'll need all the help you can get.
I'm quaking in my boots. Truly, I don't know how you're going to do it.
Remember, stay away from his wings, and claws, and tail, and mouth.
You're the finest burglar in the business. If anyone can do it, it's you, Bilbo.
You've come a long way, Hobbit. I didn't think you had it in you. Be careful down there.
You can do this, Bilbo. You are the bravest of us all.
Well, now you're in for it at last, Bilbo Baggins. There sleeps Smaug the Magnificent. If ever I am to prove my worth as a burglar, it is now. Smaug! And Thorin's golden cup is right underneath his nose. I'd better not walk on those gold coins. Too much noise and old Smaug will roast me.
Thieves! Fire! Murder!
This is indeed the cup of my grandfather. Bilbo has courage and resource far exceeding his size, and good luck far exceeding the usual allowance. All of our trials have led to this moment. Now we slay the dragon Smaug, and our home and treasure regain.
And how do we do that? You have no plan. Well, every worm has his weak spot, as my father used to say. Though, not from personal experience. I suppose I could have a look. I do have this ring, after all. I'll creep down to the dragon's lair and see what I can see.
Excellent plan, Bilbo. Good luck. Excellent. Now find that worm's weak spot.
Oh, good work, Bilbo. I knew you had it in you, Bilbo. Good work.
I can't believe you did it! You really did it!
If only we knew how to get rid of this beast.
You, didn't happen to slay the beast while you were down there, did you?
Well done, Baggins. Well done. You made it! You will live long in dwarf songs, Bilbo Baggins. You hobbits are truly astounding.
Cups and jewels are one thing. We still have a dragon to contend with.
I never doubted you for a second.
Thief. I smell you and I feel your air. Come into the light, where I can get a look at you.
I might be able to find a weak spot if I could just get high enough to get a good look at him. If I keep the ring on, perhaps he won't see me.
Run and hide all you like. You will not escape this place, burglar. Show yourself, thief. You shall not see the light of day. I smell you, thief. Help yourself again. There is plenty and to spare.
No, thank you, oh Smaug the Tremendous. I only wish to see if you were as great as all the tales say.
You have nice manners for a thief. You seem to know me. But I don't remember smelling you before.
I am the clue finder, the web cutter, the barrel rider, and the ring winner.
Ooh, lovely titles. But my teeth are swords, my scales are shields, and my breath, death.
You know, I've always understood that dragons were soft underneath.
Ha! What do you think of this?
Dazzling, perfect, flawless.
No blade can cut me, nor arrow pierce me.
Old fool, there's an empty patch on his chest, as bare as a snail out of its shell.
What was that?
Well, I really must not detain your magnificence any longer.
Leaving so soon, barrel rider? Going back to those miserable tub-trading lake men?
Oh!
Burglar! Thieving lake man!
Bilbo told them all about the hollow spot on the dragon's chest. The thrush listened, and then flew away toward Lake Town. Suddenly, the wind howled. They barely made it into the secret passage before the dragon smashed the mountainside. Bilbo and the dwarves were trapped in Smaug's lair.
We must leave this place before the dragon returns. Get us across that chasm, Bilbo.
There is a giant ruby down there that belonged to my father, Ronnie. If you see it, please bring it to me.
The necklace of Kirion is in that stronghold, Bilbo. If you find it, bring it back to me.
Bilbo, if you find the spears of King Bledorthan, please recover them.
Bilbo, I've heard tales of a giant golden serving dish. If you find it, please bring it to me, huh?
Find us a way out of here, Bilbo. I dislike this dragon's den.
This hall stinks of dragon. We should away, Bilbo. Now.
For this, our city was destroyed and our kinsmen killed. That dragon is pure evil.
The old songs are true. Erebor is indeed beautiful.
I hate to leave all this treasure to the dragon. I have heard tales of the wealth of Erebor. I never imagined. What would a dragon want with all this gold? Well, it's not as though he could spend it.
No worm is deserving of this much beauty.
Bilbo, all the thanks in the world are not enough. Now my son can inherit his birthright.
The Necklace of Girion. Thank you, Bilbo!
Thank you, Bilbo. It's good to have these spears again in the hands of the dwarves.
Oh, now that's pretty.
Good work, Bilbo. Follow me into the dwarf city of Erebor.
It was a quiet night in Lake Town when Bard noticed a golden light in the distance. His men thought gold was flowing from the mountain, but Bard knew it was dragon fire. Arrows splintered against the dragon's scales. The townspeople fled. As Bard knocked the black arrow, the thrush whispered to him and told him what Bilbo saw.
Black arrow. Go now and speed well.
Three days later, the ancient raven Rook told the dwarves Smaug was dead, and that the men and wood elves were sending armies to claim a share of the treasure. Thorin sent Rook north to his cousin Dane. He called for an army of dwarves to make war on the men and elves.
Here you are, Bilbo. The first payment of your reward. A mithril vest. A powerful object forged for an elf prince long ago. No less than you deserve for your help in this quest. And now I have a very important task for you. The Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain, is locked in the treasury. Find a way into the treasury and bring me that stone. You will need to open those doors first. Talk to Oin and see what help you can give him. I would trade all the riches in these halls for that one jewel, Miss Baggins. Bring me the Arkenstone. Retrieve the Arkenstone, Bilbo. We have little time here.
I need to get into the treasury, but I can't open these doors. Go talk to Oin and see if he has any ideas.
Oin is supposed to be opening these doors, but he's having a time of it.
I'm supposed to be in the water room, but I can't open this door. Talk to my brother Oin about opening these doors.
What odd-looking markings.
This is the way to the old treasure chamber. That wretched dragon took the grandest hall of our kingdom and befouled it for 200 years.
Thorin sent me to work on the forge, but I can't get into the room. Talk to Oin and help him open these doors.
I need to open these doors, but I can't figure out how. It involves these blocks, but I'll be burned if I can figure it out. This is some stonework, eh, Bilbo? Puts those shabby goblin holes to shame.
The treasure behind those doors is worth more than all the Shire.
To open the treasure chamber, you'll need a new key. The original was broken when Smaug looted these halls. Go to the forge and ask Bifur to make a new one. To use the key, you need to expose the keyhole. Each of those chains lowers that column a bit. You need to pull all 4 chains to lower the keyhole all the way.
This is nothing like any forge I've ever seen.
You've got to get the bellows working before you can use the forge. Try the water room. I'm sure Gloyen can tell you what to do. The fire needs to be lit. When the fire and the bellows are working, the forge can be used.
Oof, still stinks of dragon. No need to go down there. These gears must power the lift system.
This room powers those carts up there. When they're active, we can travel all over these halls. Until some water is routed into this room, there's not much you can do in here. Go to the water room, Bilbo.
This must be the room that powers the rest of the kingdom.
My father built this room. It's most ingenious. These canals direct water into each room. Those that exit the front power functions in other rooms of the mountain. Those that go out the side, well, I don't know what those do exactly. Use those switches to direct the water where you will. The real trick is to get all the canals active at once.
Looks like some mechanical contraption is missing there, Bilbo. Can you help me find it?
Oh, these gears are broken.
Ha ha ha! The kingdom under the mountain is coming alive again!
What a sight!
The fire still needs to be lit. Once the flame is hot and the bellows are working, the forge can be used. Now that everything is working, you need a mold of the treasury key before you can use the forge. The treasury key mold is kept by the throne. You'll need to find some way to lower the throne if you wish to forge a new key. Good work, Bilbo. Now get that treasure chamber open.
The Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain.
Bilbo decided to stop the stupid and selfish war before it could begin. He took the Arkenstone as his rightful share of the treasure and gave it to Bard and the Elven King. They offered to exchange the Arkenstone for the gold Smaug had stolen from them, but Thorin refused and cursed Bilbo. The next day, a legion of dwarves arrived, led by Dane, and 3 armies met on the field of battle. Anger was in the air. The men had lost their homes and loved ones. The elves knew what it was to suffer under Smaug and wanted to help the men rebuild. But Thorin would hear none of it, and so it turned to war.
Hold! Dread has come upon you all! The goblins of the north are coming! Behold, they ride upon wargs!
The leaders gathered for council with Gandalf and joined forces against the goblins. Bilbo decided to take his stand on Ravenhill, among the elves.
Bold army advances on the lakemen from behind, and Bard knows nothing of this attack. We need someone to deliver Bard a warning.
The battle is fierce and dangerous. Who stands the best chance of making his way through?
I can do it. They can't hit me if they can't see me, and I'm faster than those ugly goblins.
You have completed your tasks, Bilbo, and I would rather not risk you to this terrible battle. But if you are determined to go, I will not stop you. Use both your ring and your wits.
If we lose Bard, we lose the day. Good luck, Bilbo. If we lose Bard, we lose the day.
It is a difficult task, but I know you can do it. Deliver the warning to Bard.
Goblins may love the stench of battle. The elves know there is no glory in all this death.
I will defend King Thranduil to the last.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to talk.
The goblins know nothing but carnage and savagery. We will win this day. We must.
The goblins are many, and we are few. I fear there is no hope of reinforcements.
No time for talk, Hobbit.
Get to Bard, little one. You must deliver that message.
Cowards! Come out and fight!
Those goblins have us pinned down! Use your ring and get us out of here, Bilbo! You're a true warrior, Bilbo. We owe you our lives.
that catapult!
Someone help me!
Corwin! I have to help him!
I didn't think I was going to survive, Hobbit. Thank you.
I'm looking for Bard.
You'll have to go through there, but it's full of goblins. I'll help. While you run through the gauntlet, I'll pick off the goblins with my bow. Ready?
Do I have a choice?
Have an arrow, goblin! And one for you, too! I've got you, Bilbo. Come on through! That shooting passion of
What are you doing here, Bilbo?
Gandalf sent me. A large troop of goblins flanks you from behind.
So, we have a party on the way. Sounds like fun. Much thanks, Bilbo. Now, get back to Gandalf. This is no place for a hobbit.
there? Enjoying yourself? Your passage back to the Elven King is blocked. Just follow this path, and you will meet up with the elf Lyanna. Stay with Lyanna. She will protect you. I have other business I must attend to.
What have we here?
Bilbo, get out of here. Goblin reinforcements are advancing. You'll have to go through there. Go, Bilbo, go! Great work, Bilbo. Gandalf sent me to find Bjorn, but I need to hold this position. Tell Bjorn that Bolg is advancing from the north. Bjorn is the only one who can defeat Bolg. Bjorn is a skin changer and will be in the shape of a large black bear. Find Bjorn, Bilbo. Go!
Nice work. Goblins are an evil lot. No goodness in them whatsoever. If you're an enemy of the goblins, then you're a friend of mine.
I'm Bilbo. I have a message from Gandalf.
I thought he might send someone a little bigger.
Bolg advances from the north. We need you to defeat him. Perhaps I can help.
Let's see what you can do. Follow me. Drop that bridge, Bilbo!
Bjorn crushed Bolg, the Goblin King. The goblins were dismayed, but not defeated. Suddenly, Bilbo saw the eagles. But then a stone struck his head, and he saw no more. The battle raged around him, a battle of 5 armies. The goblins were driven from the lonely mountain. But Thorin, king under the mountain, lay dying. He asked Bilbo for forgiveness. In his heart, he wished he had been more like the Hobbit, valuing food and cheer above hoarded gold. The old prophecies had come true. The dragon was gone, and gold flowed down from the mountain to rebuild Lake Town. Men, elves, and dwarves had a new chance to unite against future dangers. Bilbo bade farewell to his friends, took only 2 small chests of gold, and began his journey home. He had many hardships and adventures before he got back, but that's another story.